Just look up. Okay, we're good. I think we're good. I think we are good. This looks really close, bro.
Well, here we go.
Yeah, this is a different video today because I've always wanted to kind of do a video like this, and I feel like Jacob is definitely the candidate to be on this episode of this on this channel.
Hi.
Hey, hi.
Hi.
So yeah, this is Jacob, and we're going to talk about like a couple life experiences, controversial subjects in future episodes and stuff. And yeah, it's going to be fucking hilarious because you like in the how many years have I known you? 2 years?
Yeah, about 2 years.
2 years I've known you. I've like some of the stories you've come out with are fucking crazy, like insane shit. So tell me about this this living arrangement you had. The trans.
Yeah.
Trans.
Right. So basically, what happened was I first moved to London.
Yeah.
I was 20 years old, or 19, and I moved into this flat in Stoke, near Stoke Newington, like Stamford Hill, and it was like a Jewish area. Everyone was in like the full Jewish outfit of like the ringlets, the hats, the robe, and it was like living in another country. And I was in this flat. It was quite run down. It was pretty cheap, and I was just going out every night, coming back late, causing loads of noise. And this woman that I was living with moved out, probably because of my noise and that. I was quite.
I think I've had the same with my neighbours because like I get pretty involved in like music and stuff here, and I think I've had like in the space of 2 years that I've been living here, I've had like 4 or 5 different neighbours.
Yeah,
that's like quite a high percentage of new neighbours, isn't it?
Yeah, quite a high turnover. Yeah. So anyway, like she moved out, and then like the landlord started showing people around. He showed this one guy around who was about 40. He looked like a normal guy, pretty quiet. I thought to myself, yeah, regular guy, probably like has a normal job, probably goes to the pub and has a pint on a Friday night, and like probably has like, a couple of friends, like probably likes to watch Coronation Street in the evening and read TV choices from the corner shop. Probably likes to pick up the local paper every now and then. Yeah. Anyway, so normal guy, he walks through in the flat, doesn't really say much, don't think much of it. It's the morning, I'm buttering some toast.
You're going into such detail, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, he goes to like he leaves. I hear a knock on the door like a few days later, like of my bedroom door within the flat. I open it. He's standing there, and he's like, "Hi, just like to say, my name is Steve. I've just moved into the bedroom next to you. Just like to introduce myself. Hi, how's it going?" And I was like, "Hi, my name's Jacob. Lovely to meet you. Thanks for introducing yourself. Yeah, like I'm just getting ready for work. Guess I'll see you around." Yeah. And I didn't hear anything from him for like 2 weeks after that.
Right.
And in that 2 weeks, I thought, oh, he's probably not in. So I started having like after parties every night because like there was just no noise in the flat. Nothing was moved.
Yeah.
Just nothing. And I remember there was this girl that I was dating at the time, and she, like, I brought her back late at night one night, and as I opened the front door, I like started whispering to her, and I was like, right, we need to be really quiet because like we're gonna wake my flatmates up and stuff. Yeah. And so she started whispering. We start tiptoeing into the flat, open the flat door, let her in, and then I slammed the flat door shut really loud.
Why?
And she's like, "Whoa, I thought you had flatmates." And I was like, "Yeah, just kidding. Like, I don't think anyone's in."
Right.
Like, just as like a funny like joke like, to her.
Right.
And so anyway, I get back one night, and I hear him in his room shouting, and he's having a nervous breakdown, and he's like yelling all this shit, like saying like swearing about me, saying like why'd you have to get back so late and cook a fucking pig in a pan, like weird shit like that. A pig in a pan. Yeah, I hadn't cooked any bacon.
What the
boiled
fuck?
some pasta.
Yeah.
And so he does this all night for like 10 hours.
You're kidding?
I'm not joking. I lock my door. I'm like, right, this guy's psycho. And as the hours go on, what he's saying gets more and more fucked up to a point where he's like, I've got no girlfriend, I've got no wife, I've got no chick with a dick. Like just random stuff like that. And then he started yelling at one point like, 14 years! 14 14 years! I haven't been laid in 14 years! And stuff like that, and I'm like, whoa. So anyway, I get a good night.
So are you having sex with this girl and he can hear it?
She wasn't even in this night.
Right, this was a different night.
Yeah, this is a different night.
I thought this was the night that you came back with the girl.
That happened over the course of the 2 weeks.
Fuck.
And then he has a nervous breakdown after about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I wake up in the morning, I come out into the hallway, unlock my door, I'm gonna go and make breakfast. He
comes out.
Encounters, he confronts me in the hallway.
Yeah.
Opens the front door and starts slamming it open and shut. And he's like, you wanker! This is what you did to me! Still have to part with this! Starts slamming the door shut, he gets in my face and that, and I'm and he's swearing at me, he's like, you fucking can! All this stuff. And
I would have knocked him out.
Yeah, so I was bearing in mind, I'm 19 years old, back then I was a bit more I was quite a skinny kid, I didn't really know how to handle myself as well, as I do now. And what happened was, I was thinking shit, what am I gonna do? I'm probably gonna have to have a fight with this guy. And
was he trans?
So I'll get to that. And what happened was,
go on.
So what happens is this is just the beginning.
So it's like having a fight with a girl.
So here's the thing, because this is Steve that I was talking to right now.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So he looked like a man.
Wait. So hold on. So this is a man right now in the story.
Right.
So
Steve.
So I decide to have a go back at him to scare him, and meanwhile there's a cleaner in the kitchen watching this whole thing, this foreign lady mopping the floor or something, and she's shocked, saying he is crazy or something, and I was so I start shouting at him, start giving him this intense look, and as I start shouting at him, because he's saying stuff to me oh, you're just this posh boy that went to a private school. Mummy and daddy.
Did you go to private school?
No, I went to normal school, and just because I got I used to have quite a posh sounding accent. Yeah, so I start shouting at him. He gets scared and becomes quite submissive, and then I make him apologize to me. He apologizes to me, and we shake hands and stuff. And then I'm right, okay, I need to get ready for work. You go to your room now. And he's I'm so sorry. And he walks up these, between the kitchen and, the bedrooms and the hallway, there's, a couple of little steps.
Yeah.
And he walks up these steps, and as he walks up these steps, he starts wiggling his bum, in my face kind of thing. How, a girl would.
Right.
Show off his, arse kind of thing. Right. How maybe a stripper would do it, in a strip club,
yeah,
wiggle their ass.
So he's being quite seductive with his walk.
Yes, he's being seductive at this point, and
he's peacocking you.
He's peacocking me, and
shit.
I follow him up the stairs to go to my room, and he's he turns around and he's I'm so sorry, and he puts his hand out, shake my hand, so I put my hand into his hand, and he then starts battering his eyelids.
What?
And starts trying to flirt with me, and then he's hitting on me now, and he's trying to kiss my hand. I'm Steve, get in your room.
Like a dog. Steve, in.
He's I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And runs into his room. Anyway, I'm at this point,
fuck?
I'm fucking hell, this is a bit trippy. Wow, fucking hell, what a morning and night. So anyway, I go into my room, get dressed, get ready for work, come out of my room, and he's there dressed as a woman, high heels, full makeup, fake boobs. I don't know if he had I don't think he had a wig on. He had dressed his normal hair, which was starting to go grey kind of thing. And all this perfume on, and he was in the hallway standing there, and he was Yoo-hoo! Jacob! I'm waiting for you!
Shut.
I come out into the hallway, and he starts hitting on me again, and I'm Steve, get in your room, enough of this. This is getting out of hand, just get in your room, leave me alone. And he's I'll be waiting for you, have a nice day at work. Go to work, 8 hours, meet the girl that I was dating at the end of work, tell her. She didn't believe me, because I joke around a lot. And she thought I was just trolling her or something.
Right.
And I was trust me, you don't want to come round tonight. And she was
there's a guy that's dressed as a woman. Transvestite, he's a transvestite, isn't he?
Yeah, he's now a trans girl, I think.
No, that's not right, because trans is let me Google this so I get the right fucking term,
Well,
because everything's just so fucking.
just so the video doesn't get flagged.
Yeah, trans.
Right. Well.
Translation. Trans meaning.
well.
Transgender is also an umbrella term. In addition to including people whose gender identity is the opposite of their assigned sex, trans men and trans women, it may include people who are not exclusively
I think-
masculine or feminine. He was definitely,
He was gender fluid.
yeah, no, he was definitely a man. And
Biologically, he was a man.
yeah, and he knew he was a man because he met you as a man, right? He was a man.
Yeah,
He wasn't in a fucking wig,
yeah,
was he?
He was, yeah.
So then
And then
he then dressed up into this alter ego transvestite, which is
Yeah.
what a transvestite is.
Yeah.
It's like that cage fighter, Alex, who was with that Katie Price bird.
Right.
He used to dress up as a woman because he got turned on by it.
Never
Whatever
done it
floats your
before.
boat, bruv.
Yeah.
But
No. So, yeah.
No.
Nothing against that. If any of you watching are into that.
yeah, whatever
yeah.
floats your boat,
Yeah,
man.
so,
Personally, not for me, but yeah.
Yeah. So then what happened was, she's like, yeah, right. And I'm like, all right, well, you can see for yourself then. And she's like, okay. So we get back and he's still waiting there. Now this is like 10 hours later.
Yeah.
Still waiting in the hall. Jacob!
What? And she's with you?
Yeah, and
Oh.
she's instantly just like creeped out and like scared, and I'm like, Steve, get in your room. You're like scaring her, and like I open my door, let her in, and like quickly like shut the door, and like yeah.
Is she like, what the fuck? You know what
Yeah.
I think that is? I think he was he probably did like some shows for money, right, as a transvestite.
Yeah.
And then because you pissed him off that much, he went to the point of really pissing you off in the sense of no straight man is going to like a transvestite man coming up to him and hitting on him. So he's trying to get you to move out.
Or like, here's,
Do you know what I mean?
Here's what happened.
Like
as well.
there's some fucked guy dressed as a woman trying to hit on me every fucking day. Every time I come out into the fucking communal areas of the flat.
Well, like here's what happened though. Like, and then I start having sex with her, and
Really loud, so it pisses him off.
Well, not really loud, just normal sort of loudness, even though it's different for everyone. Normal for me.
Right.
And I hear like a knock at the door, like at my bedroom door.
Yeah.
And I'm like to the girl, I'm like, did you hear that? And she's like, yeah, I think that's Steve knocking on the door. And I'm like, Steve? And is that you? And Steve's like, hello, Jacob? And I'm like, yes, Steve. Like, bearing my lights off, and I'm like, I've walked up to the door.
Is
Now,
it dark outside and stuff?
It's nighttime, and like the whole light's on, and he's standing in the hall outside my door. And he's like,
you can see his shadow underneath the door.
Yeah,
like.
exactly. And he's like, Jacob, I just wondered if... And I'm like, yeah, what is it, Steve? And he's like, never mind. And I'm like, no, Steve, you can say it. What is it? and he's like, I was just wondering if... I'm not expecting you to say yes, but I was just wondering if...
And his accent, what the
And I
fuck?
was just like, Steve, go on, say it, Steve. And he was like, I was just wondering if
what the fuck?
if I could maybe join. And I was like, no, Steve, get to your room now. And he said, oh, sorry. Runs to his room, like, shuts the door, locks it.
Fuck, man.
And yeah, but he was in the wrong because like there's a guy living in the flat upstairs that was this black dude, and he called he dropped the N-bomb on the black dude like as they passed in the hallway one time.
What?
And the black dude and then he ran into the flat. The black dude kicked the door down, like pinned him down, like threatened him. Yeah, and that all happened like while I was at work one of the days.
How did you know that?
Because like the landlord told me about it because I complained to the landlord about Steve.
And
So the landlord had already evicted Steve, but he had like a month's notice.
so he was just trolling everyone that lived there.
Or like he was just like he was mentally ill.
Mate, do you think? You fucking think?
So yeah. Anyway, I moved
Jesus
out like a
Christ.
couple of days later.
You moved out a couple of days later.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for that story.
Yeah.
So that's basically what we're going to be doing. Talking about controversial subjects as well, and sharing stories and stuff for you lot, and hopefully you can relate to some stories, and potentially maybe have a laugh from our experiences. And yeah, cheers, bro.
Cheers.
Yeah. So on to the next video. I'll see you next time.
Bye bye.